Welcome back, everybody, to yet another episode here on the Oshay Duke Jackson Channel. I am your host, Oshay Duke Jackson. I do thank you for many of you for holding and waiting for the show to start. While you're in the chat, do me a favor and hit the like button, if you will. For those of you that are watching the restream, welcome to the show. I have a very interesting topic today, and we have a very interesting presenter on this topic. And this actually was going to be a lead off on my Sunday Rumble show. But that particular Sunday, we had a little bit of an issue. We still might do it over there, but we have the one and the only Ericka Williams YouTube channel. She typically comes over, we discuss business, and it is going to be some of that going on today on this show. But today the show is Brothers Cannot Stop Simping Over Big Booty Betty. So I want to welcome her to the channel. Thank you, Ericka, for coming on. How are you doing tonight?
Hello. Listen, everybody that's here, do me a big favor. Drop your state or drop your city in the comments, because I just love seeing where we're all coming from. Because sometimes some of y'all are in Europe, some of y'all in the South, some of y'all on the East Coast, West Coast. It just makes things fun to kind of figure out where everybody's coming from.
Right.
But yeah, drop your city and state in the comments. I love it.
Okay, yeah, let's see. Let's see where you're from. City and state, let's see it, guys. Thank you. Houston, Texas. Okay, I see you. So California, thank you. Toronto, Ghetto News, Detroit, Michigan. All right, Billy Rose soon, DC, Jersey, Illinois, Texas. All right, we'll keep shouting those out. Ericka, let me ask you this. I ask everybody who's here or who comes to the channel, what brought you over to YouTube? What brought you into the talented YouTube creator you are? Why did you come over into this space and start making videos?
So, the story is I closed a business in North Carolina. I was heading to Texas, and I kept having the same conversations with people. I'd be like, I know I'm not crazy. This is like normal conversation to me, but it would be so foreign to other people. So I started, documenting my journey of coming to Texas, doing real estate. I was apartment manager. Then I got my real estate license and just started making money in my business and like where to put that money. Right. Mm-hmm. And what ends up happening is you'll talk to people and they're like, well, I can't do that where I'm from. That's why I always ask where your cities and states are, because sometimes I'll talk to somebody like, well, I can't do that there. In Houston? You can't do that in Houston? Oh, I can't do that where I'm from. You in Florida? You can't do that in Florida? So you gotta we gotta be more realistic and chat with each other, because like the more y'all put cities and states in here, some of y'all in the same backyard could connect, do work together, partner, all kind of stuff. But what ended up happening is I would be online and people would be like, man, thank you for that tip. I just did this. Or can I call you on the phone? And so we started rolling out the phone calls. Well, by the time a couple years in with my business, my painting company with my friend, we were making ducats. I got on the Boyce Watson channel via Andre Hatchett, Mr. Hatchett, who you just had on earlier. And I ended up getting 600 phone calls out of that, paid phone consultations out of that. And it was like, ding, 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 the light went off. Like, keep doing YouTube. Keep giving people this information. Keep having these great stories where people tell you that, oh man, after I watched your channel, I went out and bought a truck. I mean, to this day, one of my funnest memories of the channel is the testimonials. Because sometimes I can't share them. They be like, look, don't share my face. Don't share my name, because my sister might be asking me for some money. But you share my story. And I have to like black out 27 parts of the email. And I love sharing that because that's the power of the internet, right?
Right.
And like I make fun talking about all these Nigerians coming over here winning because, and they'd be like, oh, even people in some of the videos I've done with you, oh, they got money. Stop believing that. Some of these Jamaicans over here cleaning toilets and y'all talking about they rich. They over there a janitor working their ass off and y'all playing like they coming out of like some kind of Bollywood story. Stop this mess. And so one of the Nigerian guys in Houston watching the TV, watching the channel, I was talking about Hood Estates trucking course. He goes out, Oshay, literally after the show gets off, buys the course. Within 3 days, gets an office in Houston. He goes to the bank, EIN number, LLC, gets a truck 2 days later with CCOM, gets a driver, and the truck's on the road. And that's the power of YouTube. Like, as much as I'm like, I'm sick of y'all, I ain't coming back on here, y'all make me sick with these hateful comments, I still get stories every day of people winning. And that's why I'm so like, you shouldn't quit just because 10 people send you ugly emails every day. Like, you shouldn't quit just because dudes are going to talk shit to you. You can't quit just because somebody wants to mess up your story. And now after the financial year I've had these past 2 years, hey, your girl not quitting. Can't stop, won't stop, okay?
I know that's right. White men will not be holding you back.
Not today.
Let me do this and shout out to the people. Thank you guys for telling you some of your states. Cooley, I see Arizona. Khalid, thank you so much, brother. I see Smokehouse Seattle. All right. Turf KC. Liza Jeans. I know she's in somewhere in Canada. Wake the hell up. I see you. Let me go ahead and shout out the super chats real quick. See the God $1. Dr. Deacon Eric P. Salute to our Negro Credit Party delegates. You know it. Pedro IT Bill. Shout out to you, brother, from Canada. Let me talk about this, right? You know, I have a excellent, my boy Kev Mack in this building, California. That's my brother, man. I did a show with him. You know me, Ericka. We deal with black male issues here primarily. And you're one of the few females that I always collaborate with. But you've noticed some hypocrisy in the black male community when it comes to the quote unquote big booty Betty. So, Ericka, let me ask you this. Who is the big booty Betty that a lot of African American men have been disingenuous about?
So let me start this up. I was telling Oshay how like I have clients, and every time people spend their cards with me, I just do a quick search, make sure it's legit, no fraud, no crazy mess before I start doing people's credit repair or helping them counsel them on businesses. Mm-hmm. And then I get up in their Facebook, and I get up in their LinkedIn, and I get up in some spots, and it be the lies, right? Because they'll come on these shows, they'll come in the chats, they'll be like, single moms, we got to get these women, I'm not going to sleep with any fat women. I'm not going to sleep with any ugly bottom shelf Beckys. I am not going to do it. And I say, that's cool. Standards are cool. I think black people of all people are like, just be fair. You know what I mean? A lot of black men and black women are like, just be fair. If the rules are the rules, I'm cool with that. But guess what happens? When I start checking them backgrounds, Oshay, when I start going on the Facebook, when I start seeing who them wives are, the lies, man, the lies. They be with these women with kids. They be with these women in bad, busted conditions. They be with these women. And I do about, at this point, I've done about 4,000, but I always say 3,000 phone calls, but it's closer to 4,000 now. And out of these phone calls, some of the men off your own channel, they be like, hey, can you help me with my credit? Because what happened is I co-signed for my mama, I co-signed for my sister, and I also put them in a house, and I give them some money every month. And I go, well, dang, bro, you can't be helping mama and sister like that if you ain't got no money. Homeboy got money. He got a great job. It's paying him well. But what has happened is the standard he sits here and talks about on YouTube and online and in the comment channel, he ain't doing that for real. He's for real giving his mama and sister money every month, trying to help them out. They had a hard life. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with these ladies having a hard life, but don't try to act like you in these streets giving other black women the backhand when you won't even do that to your own family, right? So let's keep consistency in our rules and standards. That's all I'm saying. Okay. And for one, I personally know a black guy who's like, I'll never date single moms ever. I work too hard. I'm an engineer. I'm doing out here in these streets. And I go, okay, cool, no problem. Now he roll up in church with this white girl. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And she got a kid. The kid's 2 years old. Now, I know this black man just told everybody he was not dealing with single mamas. I know this black man just made this whole platitude of how hard he's worked his whole life, and the woman he gonna have better have her shit together. And then you come in here with Becky with a 2-year-old, and you ask a simple question. Oh, she divorced? Nah, she ain't divorced. She going to college? Nah, she ain't going to college. She got a good job? She a waitress. Oh, okay. So you dating a waitress from high school graduation with a kid. Okay, right. So here's where the lies are, right? I got another friend. He had a daughter, and he was like, I can't date no women with kids. I got a daughter already. I want to start fresh family. And I didn't understand it, but I could, right? It was so traumatizing for him in his baby mama situation. And this is a brother who has full custody because the white girl took off. So he got full custody. Well, he's like, I don't want no loud black women. I don't want no black women that smoke cigarettes. I don't want no black women with kids. I ain't got time for it. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you make the rules. But then here come this brother walking through with a big old white girl. And I'm not talking about skinny. I'm talking about a big old white girl who smokes cigarettes, who's a hairdresser, and who has 2 kids following behind her. Now, this man done went and married this girl. And when I would tell my friends, I'm like, guess who? What you call it? Married. Try not to say his name. They be like, girl, you lying. Stop lying. I send them a picture. They like, you is lying. This is a 6'2" black man. Why? I'm like, girl, I don't know. The fuckery is excuse my language. The lies, the lies and the tricking. It just is so. This is my problem. I don't mind if men are going to be like, Hey, she hot. I don't care if she got a kid or not.
Okay.
Say that. Be true to it. But don't front like this is the standard. This is the standard. And you lying. And every summer we see you with Big Booty Betty. Or you try to play like I only hit dimes. All I get is dimes. And then all of a sudden you see them next summer with a kid. Like, where'd you get this kid from? And then it's some mannish black lesbian chick. You like, what is going on, brother? Talk to me. The lies, okay? like either you have a standard or you don't. And that's okay to not have a standard, right? Like it's okay if every man is saying this is the standard, but you don't believe it. That's okay. Be true to you, but don't be out here in these streets pretending like black single mothers is a crime. But then you on your Facebook talking about my single mama is a hero. Like it don't mesh, brother. It don't mesh. Some of y'all is doing you saying one thing and it don't mesh. And I always want to give credit where credit's due. Glenn and Cameron started the Big Booty Betty. I was saying Big Booty Lisa, but then when he came on with the Big Booty Betty, I'm like, that is a little bit better. Okay, I like Big Booty Lisa, but he say Big Booty Betty. I always say Dusty Jerome or Ashy Lisa. You know, get you a plain Jane, right? Like, you know, Obsidian's always talking about plain Janes. That's who probably worked for several people and got good credit, living her life. You know, ask Edward. Whenever Edward's really having his own shows and doing his stuff, he'll tell you he's in Raleigh and plenty of black people married. And they fat, they ugly, and they go on about their life. You know what I mean? It's not. I just want people to stay true to the be true with it, right? Okay. Like be true with it. There's no need for everybody to be like, yeah, I'm hitting dimes. Well, there ain't that many dimes in planet Earth.
Right.
You ain't got that many that everybody's hitting dimes. Come on now, brother. Okay. Come on now. Come with the real. But yeah, I mean, you know, and so I try to mix business and comedy together because, you know, sometimes life happens. And I'm okay with some of these brothers coming in and email, hey, man, don't say nothing. I saw you on Oshay channel. I just want to buy your credit repair service, you know, because I'm getting married. Well, congratulations, brother. I'm not going to shame you. Okay. I thought under my interpretation that men going their own way was like, you have the knowledge and you can go either way. You can do whatever you want. You can get married or not. You can do whatever you want as long as you have the truth about female nature or what your wife is looking for, right?
Right.
Like people were getting on Gucci Man or whatever his name is the other day with his fake teeth, talking about he didn't want to be married unless he had money. Okay. And people were like, oh, he's supporting gold diggers. Nah, the black man just said, why would he want to be struggling with somebody? That doesn't seem like a healthy life. But yet black people are sitting here condemning him. What he said was positive. He didn't want to be struggling with somebody. He didn't want more generations of poverty. Like, I don't understand. You know, I'm just trying to get we seem to say one thing and do a whole nother thing. That's my only problem about black people. Man, brother, we should work together. Group economics. Yeah. And just like the thing I was saying with Dre, there's a lot of black people say we should work together. But when you call them or offer them something, yeah, you just call me back on Tuesday. No, brother, you asked me for help. You going to call me back on my schedule. Okay. Or even in the fact of Andre, I bought real estate with Andre before I even met Andre.
Okay.
I worked with Andre for 2.5 years before I even met him.
Okay.
Right. And then met him in person, he was still consistently the same person. So this whole notion that we got to work together in group economics, put your money where your mouth is if you're serious. If not, keep it moving. Like this false living is exhausting. It's just really exhausting. So, you know, especially, I mean, I was going to do a whole show talking about different businesses y'all could start, but let's just be really honest. Some of y'all just want to be home every weekend and be on the Xbox and live your life, and Big Booty Lisa make barbecue chicken and y'all live good lives. Like, just keep it 100. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do, and that's okay. But just let's keep it 100.
Just be honest about it. Okay. Let me do this because I have some questions. And guys, thank you for the support on the channel. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you. If you can like the video while you're here, that'll be great. And we'll get back to see the states and stuff like that. Keep putting where you're from. Again, shout out to Kev Mack.
Yeah, put your city and state in.
State, country. We'll get to everybody. Want to see where you're at. Let me give a shout out to Dorian Nance. Big Booty Betty, Big Booty Betty, Big Booty Betty. Thank you for the $5 super chat. David Nino, she is right. A lot of y'all compromise on the low. Okay. Hey, I've done that before. Jane says, if you want feminine black women will comply to that standard to be a wife, but a lot of brothers just want non-black women because of their issues. Thank you so much. Some new person there. I always like to see new people participating in the chat, in the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. If you can do me a favor, get the likes up. Let me kind of go to what you said initially. And this is what I'm thinking about. You talked about this a little bit ago. Sasua, they've been talking about Sacramento. Nigga, you ain't from no damn Sacramento. Let me ask you this. Big Booty Betty, from what I hear, is breaking down into 4 categories: 3 sexual, 1 non-sexual. Okay, not the first non-sexual big booty Betty is that which is my family. I'm helping out. I need to get my shit together because I got to help my sister or my family or said family member out. Right? That's number
Mm-hmm.
one. It seems like okay. Now big booty Betty number two. It this is okay. The brother who says I don't want any single mother black women. Okay. I don't want to deal with the black woman that has kids. But lo and behold, that does not matter if that woman is white. Let me tell a story. Okay. Here's a story I want to tell you, and I'm going to get to your other two. No bullshit. I got a video the other day, about 2-3 weeks ago. It was some guys that were in the Dominican Republic. These guys were saying, "Man, I'm tired of these black women or Argentina, one of the places, right? These black women in America ain't shit. I get treated better in Brazil or in Dominican Republic." And then you ask them, "Do they have kids?" Oh yeah, she got a kid, 2 kids, but you know. So again, disingenuous. You don't want black single mothers, but it's okay if they're white or another race. Now, here's another story. I know a brother who talks about he can't stand black women, but started dating a white woman. Get this, with 2 white children, right? He has Facebook pictures of him as a black ass Negro with 2 non-black children. Everybody clowns this nigga behind his back. That's the second person. Okay, let me go to number three. Number three is a white girl who is the brother who says, I don't want any fat women. Okay, I don't want any fat black women. Lo and behold, you see him with a fat white woman. Okay, huge. All right, but here's the number four, right? Let's talk about number four, and we'll go into other ones. Here's a brother who says, I can't stand no women if they ratchet, if they loud or whatever. But this is a very attractive woman with a big ass or big breast. She doesn't meet any of the standards. He completely throws all his standards out the door for her. You were talking about that a little bit earlier. Can you go into more detail about that?
So a lot of people fight me on this, but you know, when I come on your channel, I try to be numbers and facts. Numbers and facts. Now, the last recession that happened in 2009, marriage went up 25%. Cohabitation went up. They can't even market how much it went up. Because guess what? When it came down to it, people couldn't afford to live by themselves, so they're marrying people and they're living with people. I said, and I'll keep saying it, because see it in about a year or two, you're going to see the numbers of marriage go up. Divorce is at an all-time low since 2016. These people is not leaving because they cannot afford to leave. And a lot of these men, even a lot of these MGTOW channels, these men have girlfriends they live with, have women they live with, have women they are having, are married to, and then they telling you to not do the same. I mean, it's like it's too much. It's too much. It's not congruent, right? It's not congruent. Now, my problem with this is what I'm seeing a lot. I'll say this for a fact. I'm at a very wealthy church in Austin. I don't say the name of it, but you guys know if you follow me on Instagram. And a lot of the men in there are engineers, working hard, nerdy single guy. And these divorced moms and these single moms make a beeline for them. And the men, boom, 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 lining up, taking them. And some people say, well, is she hot? Is she hot, Ericka? Then if she hot, it don't matter. Well, then if she hot and it don't matter, then the rule you're applying don't matter anyway. Like, don't bring those rules up anymore. So there was a man who's owned a business for 10 years, just married a woman with 4 kids, divorced. There's another man right now. The girl got a 2-year-old. He dating her, and somebody simply asked him, it's a white guy, and there's a black guy in our group dating a woman with a 2-year-old. Are these girls divorced? And the attitude and the energy to defend these women is like at an all-time high. Like, don't you be questioning her? She's a good Christian woman who just made a mistake. Now look, come on, nigga, come on now. Come on now. If you want to say, look, she hot enough that I don't care, just say it.
Right.
And I'm okay with that, right? Like most people, I think people's fathers and mothers could be like, all right, I hear you, son. That's legit. But don't be out here in these streets like, what can you offer me other than cooking and cleaning my house? You got a personality, you got all this. You don't care about that, brother. You ain't never cared about that. Don't miss me with that. Miss me with that whole story. Be true to yourself and that you don't have real rules. You don't. Not many do, right? And a lot of times I will say when I'm at these wealthy banquets and I'm at these events and real estate conventions, their wife ain't the hottest person in there. And I'll tell you, CPA rules, and it's very funny. It's an old CPA joke, but it's a true one because it's based off stats. When you see a man divorce his first wife, by a plane or a boat, shit's going down. Money going down, something's going down. 9 times out of 10, his behavior that got him there is all of a sudden changed. Call it a midlife crisis, call it whatever you want. It's changed and it messes up his numbers. And so I think a lot of times people, I get it. People want to get hot, attractive people. Nobody's arguing that makes sense. That's what you want biology. But just be truthful with yourself and don't be out here playing yourself, right? There's a lot of black men on the internet saying, I will never mess with these single mamas. But when you get on the Facebook, boy, you sure is spending Christmas and Christmas money on somebody them kids ain't yours. Boy, you sure is living with a woman them kids ain't yours. Well, let's just have some honesty in this, right? Because I really do feel, Oshay, in this coming recession, you're gonna see a lot of brothers get married. And they can say one thing on this channel and that's fine. They can come back later and boo me and tar and feather me out on a stick. But I just see that happening because the numbers are in place for that. The numbers are in place for that. So I'd rather people be working on themselves, developing themselves financially, than sitting here trying to play me like, nah, never ever with the big booty, never.
Okay, let me do this. Shout out to Carl's opinion. This is his like 4th super chat. Ericka agreed. After 2009 until a couple of years ago, divorce cases went way down in my office. So I'm assuming he must be an attorney.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Mr. Jackson. Thank you. Carl's opinion. I really appreciate your support. He's always supporting. Good to see him. He did go through. Antonio Burrell, what's up? Good to see you brothers in here super chatting. 100. Oshay, what it do? Good to see you, Sugar Ray. Good to see all of you brothers, okay? Keep letting me know where you're from in the chat. All right, I'm going to shout out some of your cities and states. And then do me a favor while you're here. Let's go and like the video for you brothers. We have a really good show tonight. I know it could be a little bit late where you guys are at, but do me a favor and get the likes up. And we want to go ahead also for the restreaming audience. We know everybody's not live. Hey, welcome you. Thank you for coming. Ericka, let me go ahead and do this real quick, okay? I want to kind of go back to a lot of the services that you provide. Okay,
sure.
You do a really great job. Me and you did a very successful credit repair show. A lot of people came and got great information.
Like 180 dudes purchased, and I appreciate every single one of y'all.
180 dudes. Now I ain't got 180 likes, and they free.
I know. I owe Shay lots of checks. I owe him some more donations.
You've been really, really, I want to see you win. You're a really good sister. So listen, if you can buy 180 of them things, y'all can give me 180 free likes. Stop being goddamn cheap, goddamn it. I'm tired of you niggas. Get the likes up. Like the damn video. It's free. Jesus paid it all. So let me ask you this. We have these circumstances that we've talked about. Okay, I want to go back over again. 4 situations of the big booty Betty. Mama, I got to get my credit ready for mama. Okay. I need to take care of this white woman who I said that the black woman couldn't be like. I need to take care of this fat white woman or non-black woman, or I need to get to take care of a good-looking black woman who I said I would never be with because she's ghetto. Okay, so how many of these people, when they talk to you and you give them counseling, they want to get into these things and make more money? How many of these brothers are actually looking to make more money for themselves? In comparisons to those who are fitting any of these 4 circumstances that we're talking about right now.
So let's keep it 100. I've made a lot of good money off everybody, right? 90% of my clients are white. I always make that very clear. I have a lot of white truckers, a lot of white men, all kind of places. But I have a significant 10% black men that are buying like in the thousands. And a lot of times, so if you guys know anything about my services, whether I'm doing consulting to help you set up your business, or I'm helping you, because a lot of times you see my stuff through affiliate marketing. You see the trucking company or learning how to trade stocks, or you have Andre come on and, I bring people on so you can find out different things that you can do to make more money. So what I'll do is I'll talk to you on the intake. I don't want to just take your information and never know you or who you are, what's going on with you. But I can tell you right now, out of black men, 90%. Now, the 10% of black men, they are, they're married, they're doing well. They're just trying to figure out the pieces. Like, how do I get the rental properties? How do I got to do? Those couples, I love them. They usually work and out of my hair. I never hear from them again. They send me a testimonial, be like, don't put our face out there. Our family gonna want money. But the other brothers, I promise you, I made a joke. I've always been a supporter of black men. I have over 20 male cousins, and I've always been very positive about brown men, like what they do and how they live their lives. There's a lot of great men out here, period. My stepfather was amazing. My father was amazing. But what ends up happening is I feel like black men are the silent carriers of a lot of communities. Now, we know we got Pookie and Ray Rays. We do know that. But we have a lot of black men out here who are seriously carrying the community. Now, what do I mean by that? I've had black male clients who literally told me they stopped working their jobs that were paying them almost $80,000 a year to help take care of their grandparents who was dying because their mom or the other family members wouldn't do it. I've had
Mm-hmm.
black men call me and tell me I've paid for my sister's house, I've paid for my mom's house so they won't lose their house, and them hoes won't even go over my house and check my damn mailbox. Got my mail everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? I've got men who've co-signed for their sister or their mother houses, and now the mother and sister won't pay their bills on time because guess what, brother, you got it. And so I really get tired of this mantra that black men ain't. It's really exhausting because there's a lot of black men out here who are silently. I'm not saying they're suffering. I don't want to go that far, but they're silently coughing up one third of their paycheck because honestly, a lot of these black women have made them their somewhat husband, their financial support. I have women who call me and go, "Well, my son about to get out of the military. He can help me buy a house." No, honey, buy your own house. This
Mm-hmm.
isn't your son's time. This is your time to do right. And I may get a lot of dislikes on that, and that's fine. But this is really the truth. I'm meeting a lot of black men who are out here
Mm-hmm.
making 8,000 a month, but 2 to 3 grand of it's going to help their family. And it doesn't make any sense because what's happening is that stops you from getting your life going. That stops you from marrying somebody. And I will be honest and say this, and y'all can get mad at me. I think a lot of these black men trying to date outside their race, but still with a raggedy white lady or a ghetto white lady, it's because their mom has somehow, between their mom and their sister, they're like, if that's black women, I don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't, they for some reason can't figure out you can go get a white girl and she still have a nasty attitude, a nasty character, and a trashy family. You
Mm-hmm.
can go get a Hispanic chick who's not going to be respectful to you, who's going to have a nasty family. Listen, Nick Taylor's in Texas. He's seen it. Black men try to fight me on it, but there's a ton of black Hispanic men married to black women here in Texas. There's a ton of Hispanic men married to white women. They get in where they fit in, right? So I think a lot of people fight me on that, but at the end of the day, like I'm in the grocery store, and who's paying the groceries at the counter? The Hispanic man. Who's paying the groceries at the counter? Whoever's at the counter with that woman. So I think we are overemphasizing sometimes in the black community Pookie and Ray Ray instead of the guy or girl who's really doing what they got to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you call them plain Janes or not, or steady Eddies or boring Steve, they're doing what they need to be doing, and we should acknowledge them and talk about them and find ways to help them get more money.
Let's talk about that right now. And again, shout out to the people that are super chatting. And guys, I really appreciate your support. Thank you, brother Antonio Burrell. I know some other people are super chatting. I'm going to read those here. I want to make sure I get my thoughts. Guys, make sure you like the video and we'll be subscribing to Ericka. Ericka, let's talk about this. In my channel, I'm very concerned about, and this happens all around the world where black people are at, obviously. You have the middle class white person who makes the same salary as the middle class black man, for example. But the difference is, as you pointed out, in the first tier of the big booty Betty, which is mama and other people, black men, and it's the same thing with the NFL or NBA players. When black men come out of poverty into the lower middle or higher middle class, the first thing that they have to do, they have to reach back and help everybody else. And this is, something that they've been striving for their whole lives because their daddy wasn't there or whatever, something happened like that. And then they're giving this money to their family that can never give it back. And they feel like, obligated to do so, versus the white family or the Hispanic family where their parents are already set and they can use that money to kind of focus in on their lives. So let's talk about the first tier. The first tier is a little bit the hardest to get over because you do love your family and you want to help your family. But how do you set boundaries on your family? When you start getting money, shout out to D Darrell. How do you start doing it as an African American that's coming into your first generation? Your family was poor, you made it out, you're a trucker or you're somebody, you're doing good. How do you set those boundaries on your own family to say, no, I'm not giving you this money? No, you're fuck that. And then without fear of those people turning on you.
So number one, I would love to say move. And people hate hearing that. They're like, oh, group economics, we can stay together and save rent and save money. And if we all live in one house, we can save money. But I'm sorry. The number one problem a lot of churches are having with millennial marriages and younger men marriages is they're literally leaving their mom's house to their new wife's house. And there's no pride in owning your own space. This is your space as a man. This is your house. This is how things run. These things are good, quiet. It's okay. Like they're okay being by themselves. And I know people will get mad at me for saying this, but I can tell you personally, when I've gone on dates with a man that owns his own house, no roommates, and a man that has a bunch of roommates, it's always like this, like, oh, noise all the time, something going on, something entertaining them all the time. The man that lives by himself, it's okay if it's quiet sometimes. It's okay if it's just him and his dog. It's okay if he cooks his own dinner. He ain't pressed that you gotta, like, oh, somebody cook for me, somebody do something for me. It's a different mindset. You know what I mean? They just have a different level of responsibilities. And that's why I tell you, the first thing I think you should do is move. But two, here's the problem, Oshay. I think a lot of people are never going to stop helping. That's the real truth. I think a lot of these men are never going to not help. So what I tell them is increase your income. A lot of my clients, I have a client right now. He's a white male. She's a black woman. Her family did not want him to marry her. Called him all kind of ugly names out the book. Well, now he making money. He done got the military. He making money. They making money. They buying rentals, but they can't tell that girl family because why? They gonna want more money. And she's the type of black woman that will give it to her parents. Like, they need the money. They poor in Houston. They need the money. And so I just know how people are, how human nature is. You never want to see your family struggle. So my whole thing for people is move, get a little space. Two, build a true community. Now, this is the problem. A lot of times I live in Texas. When I worked in the apartment industry in Austin, people would move there and they'd be like, I'm so lonely. I'm just going to go back where my family is. They never would. And I know everybody's going to be each his own. They wouldn't join a church or join youth activities or go volunteer or go do anything. But you have meetup groups where people meet each other to go watch movies and do all kind of stuff. You got all kind of other opportunities out there to meet other people.
Okay.
And so I think we don't build communities. We don't build outside friendships.
Okay.
And that hurts us. Now, everybody knows my channel. If you're here for my channel, when I first moved to Texas, I joined this wealthy church, whatever, right? And it had 250 single people in a group. Every Friday night, they were two-stepping. Every Saturday, we tubing down the Red River, in Texas. Every Sunday, we going to movies together. And it encouraged me to enjoy Austin, go see different parts of Austin, because I was going in this big group of people, right? And I think that's a problem. If you only hang out with your cousins, it limits what you can do and grow as a person. Like, I do this test for people on my channel, and I want everybody here to do it too on your own time. Take out a sheet of paper and write 150 names down. Now, don't go on Facebook and cheat. Don't go on your LinkedIn and cheat. But what you do is from a book, but write down 150 people you know. Now, what's going to happen? I promise you, this was going to happen to a lot of black people. They're going to get upset. I said this. 75% of the people is going to be their family. Most of it's going to be their cousins, their brothers, their whoever. They don't know a lot of other people. So when we talk about group economics and people networking to get better jobs, do they even know the people to network to get them the job?
Okay.
Do they even know how to network to get the job? Do they even know how to network and make more money? And on my channel, I've said things like, there's a really great quote. I'm going to get Sister Long-winded here, but there's a great quote that says, cell phones make kids geniuses and adults zombies. I'll have adults say they had never even heard of DoorDash or Uber Eats or any of this till they came on my channel. Like, where are you in our society that you haven't even heard of some of these things? You see what I'm saying? So instead of just saying, don't give your family no money, I'd rather you try to learn how to make more money to help your situation, because you're probably still going to do it. That's just human nature. I ain't going to lie to you. You know what I mean?
Let me do this, guys. Do me a favor and get the likes up on the video. I really appreciate you guys. Keep making sure you comment your channel. Carl's opinion. Hey, Eric, $5 super chat. Just sub to your channel. Now, Carl's dropped this like his 5th super chat. Now, y'all, some of y'all that's been in here, don't let Carl be the only one that ain't donate no money. Now, that's for you new people. You can come in here and give $1 or something. Now, I will take your money and go get some midget strippers. I'm probably gonna do that. But that don't mean that you don't need to give $1. So if you're new, you want to support what we're doing, black male content, you can like. If you would like to support and have us shout you out, there's a super chat button. You can also hit that and put like $1 in or whatever you want to do, and we'll go ahead and shout you out also. Spirit of Yasuki 008. Ericka speaking the truth. That imprint is strong. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Antonio Burrell. I like her. That's the realest comment I've heard from Sister in a while. Thank you, brother. He did 2 of these. Okay. Eric is always going in. One more donation. Thank you for your 2 donations, brother. Billy Rowe, I went to high school with him. Many brothers be on that plastic trash bag suitcase moving program. Let me read that again. Many brothers be on that plastic trash bag suitcase moving program. In relationships for help instead of because they want to be. Wow. Okay. That's a good one. Dorian Nance, Life of a Hobosexual. Antonio Burrell. Oshay, what it do? Thank you so much, brother. Oshay Duke, what it do? Thank you for your support. I appreciate you brothers holding us down in the super chats. Look, let's kind of go back a little bit. Okay, how many people come to you? Because we have some people who have been like married or divorced. A lot of guys. I do have a big trucker follow and stuff like that. How many people come to you and talk to you and say, hey, my credit was ruined, Ericka, because I was in a marriage. My credit was ruined because I let my girlfriend, I co-signed on her apartment, I co-signed on her house and did something like that. And I've been ruined ever since.
Every
How
day of the
many?
damn week.
Every day. Let's talk about that.
Every
Give me
day.
some examples without saying any names,
Yeah,
obviously.
I mean, and listen, I think now we're up to 350 people off your channel who's bought something from me.
Okay.
So, hey, brother, if I'm talking about you, you cuss me out in the email. Don't talk about me here.
Okay.
The I get a lot of people who've code signed for younger siblings, like they're the oldest sibling. Help me, brother, help me, and they've co-signed and it screwed them. I've had people co-sign for whole houses with people. Now, there's been a lot of divorced men. Now, here's something I say. You can come at me with pitchforks, but it's the truth. If you get a divorce from your wife and it leaves you homeless or it leaves you penniless, y'all were broke to begin with. Now, let me say that
Whoa.
again. I'm gonna say that again because I know I'm gonna get cussed out. So I want you to cuss me out right.
Sure. Say it again.
If you get a divorce from your wife and it leaves you penniless or homeless, y'all were broke to begin with. Even right now, I have certain clients who are divorcing. The man makes $8,000. Yeah, he give the wife the house because he like shit. I just want to get away from her and move into an apartment and keep it moving. But when you're telling me as a man that you leaving your wife, oh man, she taking me for child support, she taking me for alimony, and I'm homeless. Well, brother, what were you making? $10 an hour? Like, brother, did you have a job? I mean, I really have to. People can cuss me out, and I'm okay with that. I can take it, but we have to really examine our money. If half of working Americans only make $30,000 a year, to sit out here and be like everybody black is stunting on Instagram, that's a lie. We already know that's a lie, right? And if you say, hey, man, I went MGTOW because my wife divorced me and the laws are unfair, shit, I agree with you. Two of my cousins have gone through divorces and they got full custody of their children. And it really, you have to be pressing. And I will be honest to say, I think some black men are not pressing because they're trying to be nice or, hey, I didn't know she was going to do me like this, whatever the reasons may be. But again, if you get divorced and it left you homeless and penniless, bro, you all were broke. Y'all were struggling to even stay together. Y'all was struggling. Like there's no reason you can't afford an apartment and still chuck out $500 or $1,000. Because honestly, let's do the real math. The average child support in America is actually under $300 a month. That's the national average. Under $300 a month. Now, some of you gonna say, "Oh, the marriage laws are unfair." Well, let's be real. Let's keep it 100. A lot of these black men have baby mama drama, not ex-wife drama. Okay, ex-wife drama. It may have alimony. It may have cars and stuff tied to you. I've actually seen men divorced, and they go, "Yeah, I let her have the car. All she had to do was make payments, like we were doing while she was married, and she let the car get repoed and didn't even care." So I've had a lot of those, and that's really foul. I want to make that be clear. If you leave your ex with the car and they should be able to get to work and do what they need to do, and they don't make the payments, she foul. Period. I'm not going to agree that you needed to make those payments, right? But at the end of the day, if you knew you were leaving or you knew the situation was over and there's like 5 months left of payments, brother, I ask you to pay it. I really do. Like, people fight me on this, but like, I know at least 5 brothers I have right now who there's like $1,000 collection on their credit because of their ex-wife. And they are like, I'd rather wait in hell with gasoline draws on than to even pay that or even dispute it or mess with it. And I go, nah, brother, we got to dispute this. We got to get this off your credit. Nah, man, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Cause if it gonna come off my credit, it might come off her credit. Nah, I want her to have it on there. And I'm like you hurting yourself to hurt this other person? That's the craziest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, that's interesting because.
Oh, honey, the stories.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. We might have somebody, that's listening to this. Okay, let's say you get into that situation. Your wife left something on your credit that's $1,500. I remember. Okay, let's say for example, I had a family member, right, and I had a family member that actually was helping me establish my credit. Won't say who it was, but that person was making them, but the credit that was in both of our names, they had ran it up to like $7,200. Now, why it did help my credit, I had that balance of $7,200. I paid that balance off. You know what I mean? It's not that I was doing it because hey, we need to pay this off. No, I paid it off, right? Because the person couldn't pay it off. You know what I mean? They're just paying the minimums, and it was just growing. So let's talk about being smart. Ericka, let's weigh in on that. Why do you think the black men, like some of them, they get like caught up on something petty? You know, you've already took the L on $1,000, something like that. It hurt your credit, or $5,000. Why don't they? I mean, what would your response be when you're trying to move your life forward?
So one, there's some several comments I'm gonna address in the comment section. Some people say black women have a plan, or the woman getting divorced is a plan. That's straight. Yeah, that's true. People do be having a plan. Two, I'm gonna say this and say it again. This is the national numbers from the child support system across the whole United States. The average child support is under $300. Now, I will I will send out a prayer to men who have lived in Alaska and got a girl pregnant in Alaska. Alaska for many years, I think they've just now changed the law 2 years ago. The minimum was $1,000 a month because
Damn.
Alaska is so expensive to live in. You know, it was almost a joke. If you're a military man, I lived in Alaska 6 years with our parents. If you're a military man, they were like, "Don't get anybody pregnant here. You will never, your income will never be right. You'll leave and you'll never be right." And so that was just child support for Alaska. Now, California, I'm pretty sure is higher, but here's what I always challenge people to do. If you are saying, Ericka, no, these numbers are not right, show me the study where they wrong. I post stat after stat, video after video, document after document to prove these numbers. I don't come on here to bullshit y'all. If you are showing me, hey, Ericka, my child support $800 a month, yo, bro, send me a copy. Cover all your name, cover all your info, and send me a copy. I don't mind. I'll use it as data. Like I was wrong for this particular state is higher. Prime example, my two cousins that were in the military service, when they were getting divorced, child support was asking for $600 per child. Now, the guy had 4 kids. He was like, oh, hell no, I'll take full custody before I pay her that money because she won't even need to work. $2,400, she won't even need to work. That would be enough to cover her rent. That'll keep her going. And what people have to do is, if they're going to be determined to fight the system, they have to actually have money to fight the system. A lot of brothers are out here talking about help. They ruining my life. And I go, I can't want to help you more than you want to help yourself.
Okay.
Right. And if you can show me where you're getting lawyers and you're fighting the good fight, then people want to help. But if you're not, nobody want to hear that complaining shit. Now, on with having a plan.
Okay.
We know the ultra FICO is coming, and this to me is going to hurt a lot of people. Now, it may help people who are cash heavy. Now, who are people who are cash heavy? Truck drivers, barbershop guys, hair salon women. But most people it's going to hurt because here's what it's going to do. It's going to look and see. It's the focus of your credit has always been on-time payments and how many active accounts you have. Let's just keep it 100. 3 to 6 active accounts, positive payment history the last 24 months. If you sit here and say, Ericka, mess my credit up, mess it up bad. Now we're going to do our best to, depending on what's going on with your credit, to kind of get some of those things off and get you on a new path, creating positive payment history. On the flip side of that, what's happening with the ultra FICO, what banks are doing is asking for 3 months of your bank statements. Now, what are 3 months of your bank statements going to show? Some of y'all make really great money. These 3 months of bank statements, the bank's going to be like, oh, they can afford it. Keep it moving. You may not have great interest rates when you do so. Mm-hmm. And that's the part that people are not prepared for. A lot of these people out here got these credit cards with $30,000 limits, $50,000 limits, huge credit card. They've been watching Ty Lopez training. They done went out here and got all these credit cards. And guess what? When Ultra FICO come and Amex and Visa and all these people ask, hey, can you send us 3 months of your bank statements just to verify before you give you this credit line increase? And your money is funny, or you got overdrafts in your account, or you don't make as much money as you lied and said you made. A lot of these cards are going to be closed down. A lot of these accounts are going to be shut down. A lot of these business lines of credit are going to be shut down. And that's what we're kind of bracing for 2019.
Okay, let me do this thing, guys. Thanks so much. 37 likes will get me to 200. And also, if you are a person and you would like to subscribe or you have not subscribed to Ericka Williams, press 4. I will get the link out of the thing in the description. Press 4. We'll get it to you if you want to subscribe right now. We have 340 people watching right now. We don't have, I wish I would have all 300 or something people commenting right now in the chat. So if you're new, hey, go ahead and say hello. All right, King Code Over, thank you for pressing 4. All right, let me go ahead and get you her link there. Jay's Deep, thank you. Okay, and so what I would like you to do, Carly Ellison, thank you so much. I appreciate you here. Let me, the white man is holding my stuff back. Hold on one second. Why I can't? All right, hold on one second. Damn, live stream. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this link in the description. Okay, and thank you, Brother Sharon. Thank you so much. So that's the link there. Go ahead and Doug is posting her link. Subscribe and hit the bell on her channel, right? If you can do that, subscribe, hit the bell on her channel. Come back, and you can do that. Billy Rowe in California. When I got custody of my oldest, I hired an old white woman to fight the custody battle. I have 100% physical custody of my son. Okay, thank you, Hiawatha. Good to see you. Let me ask you this. Let me kind of talk about this. All right, let's go back to the big booty Betty situation. Because black men, when they look for women, and one of the things that I've heard, that black men, um, sorry, Mr. Jackson, I'll take my foot off that neck, LOL, because Carl he's a German and Italian. Yeah, man, stop holding me back, Carl. I want to know this, Ericka. We talk about black men from the perspective that they typically don't look for good values in women. What black men look for, and the same thing that black men say about black women. You guys just want the thugs. You guys just want guys who are just hardcore. You guys just want guys who are players. And then black women, like you were saying, well, hey, you brothers are just chasing girls that have the fat booty. You don't care nothing about her history. You haven't vetted the woman. You don't care about what the woman, if she's a woman that is actually trying to help you. You just care about what she looks like. And now that you have some money, all you care about is just dealing with a chick that is, with a fat ass and, sexually attractive. Don't matter that she have kids or whatever. Let me ask you this. Do you think that that is true for, some of these brothers that are coming out of poverty into the middle class, upper middle class, some of the cash heavy careers, the truck drivers, the plumbers, the guys who are making money? Do you think that these guys are going after women just based off what they look like, instead of the women actually being somebody that's actually compatible with them in other ways?
Listen, keep it 100. There's several people's channels. I mean, I can bring up Glendon was like, y'all men running around talking about unconditional love. Shit, you only love her if she got a big booty. I mean, like, this is a very true statement. People have to be really honest with themselves here. A lot of times when we go out in the day, we don't know what somebody's personality is. We meeting them on face value. And a lot of times people say in the black community, what's up? This guy asked me, it's a white guy, and he asked me, what's up with black men in the wave caps? Like, he couldn't understand, why are y'all wearing these out of the house? I died laughing. Like, I wasn't even taking it as a racist statement or anything like that. And I literally had to tell him, we put so much value on looks to get you through the door, that's where that comes from. Let's just be honest. That's where it comes from. So, like, when we complain about black women buying these clothes and these shoes and getting their hair done and getting their stuff done, I've seen people work at jobs where this one girl was telling, she was at her job, her boss was like, oh, you wearing flats again today? Her boss was sitting there telling this girl who's coming to work, you wearing flats to work? Like people are going into job environments where if their hair is not straight or they don't dress a certain way, they're not going to keep the job or not going to be at the job long. So I understand that. And two, it is a lot of emphasis on looks. It just, let's be honest about the black community. A lot of people have emphasis on, even the jokes about pretty babies or all this other stuff. It's a lot of emphasis on looks. And there's a joke, somebody was saying, in the summertime, I'm gonna be careful. In the summertime, sundresses win. They just do, right? Because you get to see a little bit of everything, right? It's a nice outline of the bates, right? In the fall, you see all these men that would usually be looking like who threw them away, wearing these gray sweatpants. Why? They want you to see them physically. It's not about what they have to offer in conversations. Now, that's another thing that's happening in the black community. The wig, the men wigs. Have you seen that, Oshay, where the men are getting toupees and shit?
I need to get I need to
don't
get
do it, Oshay. Listen,
I'm telling you, look.
Back in the day, if you were a man who started to go bald, you just went bald and you had more money in your pocket and you had more maturity to yourself. You had more to talk about. These niggas out here ain't got no more money. They ain't got no wisdom, and they like, I will put my $800 down to get this wig piece on this head because looking good is what wins. And I'm like, come on, man. Come on, black people. We can do better than that. And so let's be honest. If you're a trucker guy and you're tired and you going out this weekend and you in the club and some girl walk by in a cat suit, yeah, she gonna get your attention. I'm not even gonna front. She gonna get your attention. She walking by in the skin tights, you're gonna notice her. But what we're trying to say is, if you notice some of these people who are, engineers or tech guys, the wife they marry is not always the woman that was in the club in the cat suit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always the same person, because what happens is, I feel like when I'm on a lot of these platforms, they're like, "Oh, these women keep doing me wrong," and then when you start asking them about the women, where'd you meet this woman?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you met her there. Oh, she was wearing this. Oh, her credit was fucked up. Oh, this was happening. And you're like, why was there not enough red flags for you to walk away? And then you see a picture of her. Oh, nigga, that's what it was. Okay. Okay, nigga, I hear you. I hear you. Listen, and we all got our own faults. I was dating a really hot guy in Austin, and people were like on my Instagram, like, what happened to the Mexican dude? I said, man, he was a broke ass musician. Come on now. I can't be out here telling y'all to do right. And I'm out here dating Julio, who's playing in bars every weekend. I mean, come on now. That shit's ridiculous. But at some point, here's the thing. Part of that too is black people, and people are going to F you, Ericka, mode one. People are sleeping together before they even know who the hell they are, right? They sleeping with people, no condoms, out here having babies with people they barely know, and then are shocked at their behavior. Well, shit, you didn't even know her for more than 2 days, and then you were sleeping with her. Like, she could have been a crazy person. So I think a lot of what we're hearing in the community is people making poor choices, and then we're like, oh, women ain't shit. Oh, women is terrible because they all do the same thing. And I'm like, nigga, you ain't even dated more than 5 women in your whole life. What are you talking about? Like, stop this. This is getting ridiculous. So,
okay, let me kind of get back into this if I can. And guys, do me a favor, 12 more likes will get us to 200. I really appreciate this. And shout out to people that are in the chat. Again, shout yourself out, the state, where you're from. I know some people subscribe to Ericka. Let me know if you need the link. Still press 4. And while you're pressing 4, go ahead and put your city and state there. Thank you, John. He said he's from Amsterdam. Thank you. I know it's like it's 6:03 here in the morning here. All right. So that's Ericka's channel, guys. Do me a favor, subscribe and hit the bell. And if you say that you subscribe, I'll give you a shout out before the show's over. So Ericka, let's kind of get more into this, because here's a concern that a lot of black men are saying. Okay, black women, and I will say this on the opposite side. When you deal with, shout out to Sacramento, shout out to Miami, when you deal with like women of non-black diaspora races, so let's say white, Hispanic, or whatever, they are not so big on, let's say, looks.
I agree.
Black women, okay. Black women, you have to like, all right, you need to be like, for the most part, if you ugly, nigga, you better have your shit together if you want to even get. I mean, sometimes black women, I mean, because like a lot of black women, like they could be, we have this one, you have women that have like nice bodies, like they'll be like a 4 in the face, nice ass, but they think they're butterface, right? And even black women who are not necessarily attractive, black women do tend to want and go after, the more successful dudes. So a lot of brothers go and say, well, dealing with other races of women is a little bit easier. But even if they get caught up in let's say contradictions, don't you think that it might be a little disingenuous on the other side? Because a lot of black women, you do have these brothers who are out here who do want to become, good fathers. Black men are more married than black women and stuff like that.
By 350,000 people.
Yeah, like
I always want to make sure, like
300,
like 300,000. I think 300,000,
something like that.
Yeah, it's like enough.
It's enough, and then we're 2 million less to the population than they are. So, do you think that the cause of like a little bit of the black man disingenuous, and it does happen? Do you think that it's because of how they've been treated by African American women? Because it is so hard, if you're not a tall guy or a very handsome guy, they make it black. I think black women are way more pickier than black men are. So do you think that that's also a problem on the other side?
I mean, I think it's 2 or 3 problems, but I'm gonna keep it at 2.
Okay, go to the third one too.
First problem is, yes, I agree with you. It is a lot of pickiness out here, because even you'll meet white girls who got married to this guy, and they're like, girl, he be like, yeah, he ugly, but he is great, girl. He got a job. Like, them white women say that shit too. I remember that shit in college. He ugly, but he about to be an engineer. So who cares, right?
Right.
They kept it 100. They keep it 100. number two is where are you putting yourself, right? So there's a couple black fitness YouTubers in Houston, and one dude got a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, everybody's like, "Whoa, dude! I didn't know you had a black girlfriend. You're so cool." And it was like, I'm not mocking the dude. He just has all white friends, and people just assume he dates white women. He's like, I date who I find attractive. I met her in the gym and I date her, and that's all there is to it. And I don't want to name him because I don't want to hang on the trouble. But there's another black dude whose dad is well off. They're upper class black people in Houston. And he has his white girlfriend, and people always leaving him ugly comments on Instagram, ugly comments on YouTube. And he was like, why do y'all keep doing this? I'm a black man. Why are y'all doing me like this? So finally, another YouTuber said, listen, bro, like, let's keep it 100. Look at all your friends you have on your YouTube channel. You went to University of Houston, but you pledged a white fraternity at a black university, and you got a white girlfriend, and you have all white friends, and you don't hang out with any black women. You've made it clear where you want to be in life. Like, you don't have to make any excuses. Just hey, be 100 with it. Like, hey, I'm open to dating black women, but he really won't. Like, let's keep it 100. Like, you got the woman you wanted, and there's nothing wrong with that. But people just don't want to hear bashing. Like, I'm with this white woman because these black women won't give me a chance. Man, bro, shut up. Like, you don't need to validate it. Just be with your woman and be happy. That's the key, right? Now, here's the third part. And I'm going to say this. And I didn't, but I know y'all going to be ugly to me. If you are of the mindset, and this is not true, but this is the mindset I'm hearing out here, some of these black women, that a lot of black men ain't got no money in their world. So at least they want the most good looking one they can get. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I didn't want to go there, but the more black YouTube I watch, it's kind of what's being said out there. Like most black men ain't got no good jobs, and most of them ain't doing nothing for themselves. So he better have himself together. Like let's be honest. You ever see those videos? And I hate going here. I think Tommy put some of them up where some black dude's getting kicked out. He got the garbage bags, but he got like 20 shoe boxes and all kind of hair care products. And you're like, brother, what's so much? Why the shoes? Why so many shoes? Why so many clothes, but no car? You driving her car and all this shit.
Okay.
And it is because I think there is something to there's something to that looking so presentable that you get somebody, right? Like this black guy looks presentable. He ain't got nothing else going for him, but he looks presentable. The clothes look good. He's got the waves. He's in there. He's driving her car. And so I can see on both sides where some women are like, well, all the dudes I'm meeting ain't really got much going on, so at least he looks good, right? Listen, pick a struggle. At the end of the day, you can be ugly, you can be fat, you can be broke, you can be bald, but you can't have all of them. Shit, you can't have all of them. You got to pick a struggle. Like if you're a woman and you're not the best looking woman, listen, honey, what you got to do is you got to go make your own money. Because you might not get no man to marry you. You just may not, and that's okay. Listen, I was working at the gym one day, and I kid you not, this black man, he wasn't the best looking black man, but he had kind of made this comment about, man, you got a really pretty face, you just keep on working out, losing weight, God got no problem with you. And this one, I told this other woman what he said. She was like, oh my God, that was so offensive. I said, what was offensive about it? If he gave me his opinion, he wasn't hurting my feelings because I just was like, okay, brother, keep it moving. Thank you for the comment. Because he saw me doing deadlifts. But at the end of the day, it's like you can't even be truthful with people anymore. You can't say truth, right? Like there was a show you did where somebody's like, I'm so ugly, I have to lie. No, you don't, brother. Pick a struggle. If you're ugly, make some more money. If you're ugly, have something about yourself. Like people have to pick a struggle. Like you can't have all the struggles. I think black people like struggle, but I'm like, not all of them at the same time. Pick one. Just pick one and roll with that one. Okay. And you have to decide. And so that's the thing of it. So if you're saying women are picky, I'll agree with that. I mean, you even had a show where a woman was on here and it sounded like she had two different guys that were interested in her and one was way interested in her, but she wasn't paying him no attention. She wanted the other one. And I was like, sister, when you hit your 30s, let's just be honest. If you're a woman and you're 32 to 38 and some dude want to go sit down with you, go sit your ass down. I mean, look at the thing right now on TV. Now, people gonna get mad at me for this opinion, but what's her name? Michelle out of Destiny's Child. Some white pastor wanted to marry her, and everybody's like, she should get away from him. Honey, she old. I don't care. Go marry that man. Go sit down. She's like 38 years old. Like, this might be her last rodeo. Let that woman go get married and have a baby and go sit down.
Right.
Somebody told me the other day that Megan Good was 37. I was like, damn. And her husband was 40, and I was like, people in the black community, black don't crack, but come on now, let's make some good choices and go sit down. But go ahead. That
let
was
me
long
do
winded.
this. Shot. Yeah, no. You in rare form tonight, Erica. You are in rare form.
I can come over here and cut up. I can't be on my channel cut up too much. They'd be
Right,
like,
right.
"You're too conservative." I'd be
Yeah.
like,
I noticed
"What?"
y'all bring y'all nigga shit over here. But this is very well, yeah. As he feels, I can't say the same things I say on your channel I do on mine, but I'm
Hey,
like,
listen,
nigga.
I used to go on ABL channel, be trolling. They'd be like, "She's a troll in here."
Shout out again to Antonio Burrell. Again, it's like his fourth super chat. So thank you, Carl. He had like three. Dorian had like three. Billy Rowe got a lot. So thank you for you brothers, man, that's been supporting on the super chat. The first 10 is for you. Come on home. The hairline is gone. Second, Erica got that Campbell's Chucky. He said, "Come on home." Yeah, my shit is gone, dog. I tried to thought about I was gonna get a perm, but and try to comb it over the top. You know, like them old school people, brush over the top. All right, but let me do this. Get the likes up on the videos, guys, and thank you for the subscription to Erica. For those of you that done that, oh yeah, 4. Thank you, brother Dorian. I thank you so much for your support. Let me ask you. Let's kind of get back to this whole idea. Okay, you say that a lot of black women feel like, okay, these niggas don't have no money, right? So I might as well go for the good looks. All right. So let's kind of transpose that. So do you think that black men are saying these black women ain't got no femininity? I might as well look for the fat ass.
No. Listen,
I
here's
mean,
here's what
let's
I
be
can.
honest.
I'm be real honest. This whole femininity argument we're talking about is very comical to me because
Okay.
Nagone is one of the most truthful people you've ever had on your show.
Yeah.
Nagone will tell you the truth that he'd be up there with some of them East Coast white women, and they ain't that feminine, and they talking loud, they acting a fool,
Mm-hmm.
acting a pure, but they know that black men think so highly of him having a white woman that they can talk shit. Bring Nagone back on and let him say that story again because it's the truth. I've actually seen it with my own eyes. A
Mm-hmm.
really nice black guy from college. He was with this girl from like, what's that? What's the name of that state? Rhode Island or somewhere? She was from somewhere up north. No, not Rhode Island. Delaware? She was from somewhere up north, but she was a little bit ratchet. And everybody's like, you come from a good home, kind of upper class black people, and you with her? And her family got the nerve to act like, she marrying a black guy?
Mm-hmm.
And you could pick any of these black girls and they would be so happy to be with this upper class black family. Some people are so proud of having an other, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm a brother with the other, whatever that other may be.
Mm-hmm.
That they're not really paying attention to character. That's my whole point of this argument. It's about the character. No one cares if you date a white girl. No one cares if you date a Mexican. But don't sit here and bring fat smoking Lucy out here and be like, look how great Lucy is. Well, bitch,
Mm-hmm.
Lucy's fat and she's smoking cigarettes. What are you talking about? She got a kid for somebody else. Like keep it 100. You're lying to yourself and only yourself. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The key here is what we call femininity is what we have to be careful of. Now, here's where I'm going with this. A lot of people have moms who are completely out of shape. They mom looked like 300 pounds. She out of the South Southern movie. You know, all they siblings is overweight. And this may be the one brother in the family that's in shape. And he's like, I won't date no fat women. Okay, I can understand that argument. And that makes sense. But a lot of times the standards they're imposing, they don't even keep to them. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they don't really keep to them. They still date a fat white woman or a fat some other type of woman.
Mm-hmm.
Or an ugly Asian that's old and they think, I got me an Asian. Like, well, bitch, she old. Nobody in her community want her ass. Like, I have a friend who just got married to this girl who's like 36 in Korea. And everybody's like, bro, 36 in Korea? That bitch is old.
Yeah.
Like you're 31. What are you doing? So, the fact of it is this. I come from a family, a lot of, like, we've had 7 dudes in our family play sports at NC State. You guys can look up my family's name. They played football at NC State here in North Carolina. I have a lot of, my nephew right now is trying out for the Olympics. He's a sprinter.
Okay.
And my mom was in the military. She was always running, doing these marathons, doing this run. Me and my sister, woo, we got our dad's genes. Okay, we look like it's our dad's side of the family, right? And so people would see us and be like, "Oh, that's your daughters?" Like, and there's something about the black community that has no shade. Like
Yeah,
my
no
mom could
tail.
go to no tack. Let's be really honest.
Right.
No tack. And you know, we're taller than our mom, but for sure she's still this tiny lady who still runs every day, even though she's out the military. And what I've learned is it's not so much about the word femininity. It's about how it's displayed, right? You ever seen somebody dress some way that is almost like, oh, that's a little tacky? right? That's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's a little tacky, or they carry themselves that's like a little bit like, off-putting.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of shit. It's more of that than it is, the femininity. No, what you're saying is you want somebody half dressed with their ass out. That's not feminine. That's just being hypersexual. That's hypersexual. If you go out to the club and the girl's got like a cat suit on, that's hypersexual. That's not feminine. And you're gonna be like, don't you tell me what's feminine, Ericka. I'm just telling you the definition you're using is a little flimsy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Prime example, the woman I'm talking about that has the child that's 2 years old. She was on Facebook and she was cooking in his kitchen in this dress. It was pretty. It was a pretty dress. She's cooking. And he took a picture of it. He's like, my bae's cooking for me. And she put in the comment section, I love cooking for him. And I started laughing because I'm like, girl, do what you got to do. Trap that man, girl. Do it. Because that's what she's doing. She has a 2-year-old kid from a relationship from some guy that's disappeared. And yet she's on here in a dress in his kitchen cooking. And this single guy think he won the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we can call that femininity. Or I can call that from a woman looking on the outside going, I see what you're doing, girl. I wear a dress every day, girl. You lock that nigga up, girl. Congratulations. If they gonna be stupid, get what you gotta do, girl. Do what you gotta do. And that's what I think is gonna happen in this next recession. You have a lot of men that ain't nobody paying attention to me. And really they're not MGTOW, they're forced loneliness. What do you call it? TL, like they're no women's checking for them. I've been in a line at Panera Bread and there was a nice guy in line. And he let these women skip in front of him. And they wouldn't even look back and say thank you. I was like, damn, this nigga just let y'all in front of him. Y'all could at least turn around and say thank you. And there's a lot of people in our society who are being overlooked and ignored. And it's not that they aren't quality people. They just aren't dressed the way we want them to be. Same thing with some of these women, right? There's what's his name? Brother Ben X. He was saying sometime you'll see 2 rappers on the floor, right? Like a lollipop, the cover done came off, it's on the floor, is covered in ants. Well, there's another lollipop still wrapped up and it's on the floor, but not so many ants are over it. That's what you see on Instagram. The girl ain't got no clothes on. Everybody like, thirst box. I don't even post pictures like that, Oshay. I posted pictures one time with my gun on my hip in yoga pants, and the thirst box was just out of control. I was like, you guys, stop it. That's ridiculous, right? And so that's what we're seeing right now, right? You're talking about femininity, but really what you're talking about is a black woman who got half her ass out in booty shorts. And like that's hyper feminine. No, come on, man. Big booty Lisa, if we're really true about what the definition is, she can't cook. She don't really cook. She don't really clean your house. You just like it because she got a big fat booty, right? Or 2, if you ever look on Instagram, some of these girls have these nasty houses, but they be like, but she fine though.
That's true.
You can fix that, Ericka. Why you hating? You a hater. And I'd be like, bro, her house is a mess. Her car is a mess. Her credit is a mess. I can fix that. She's trainable. Women are trainable, Ericka. This bitch is 27 years old. When the training gonna start? I mean, I just don't let's keep it 100, right? If we're going to be cutting up tonight, let's keep it 100, y'all. Yeah, and it's almost 450 people in here. Hit that like button. Y'all know I'm telling truth. Y'all can cuss me out later, but hit that like button.
In rare form tonight. Oh, shit.
Wait, somebody just said you can't fix these nasty.
No, my God.
I love y'all in the comment section. Y'all are ridiculous.
They are crazy. Get the likes up, y'all, real quick. And then also shout out to Go Gen Be Fit. Thank you for there's another brother that donated something in the super chat. Let me go ahead and shout him out. Yeah, Ericka is in real. Marcus said, I'm not used to hearing Ericka say the N-word.
somebody said my channel was family friendly. Listen, I'm not even joking. Like YouTube is a moneymaker, y'all. If you wanna go ABL and make millions of dollars, you can do it, man. You can be really family friendly and make lots of money.
Yeah, Vernon, you $5, or you could be a nigga just like me and make like $20. But I can't be family friendly. You know what I mean? I gotta just I gotta tell you niggas what it is. I don't give a fuck what you niggas think. So and by the way, y'all get the likes up, man. I ain't playing with you niggas. I need 50 more to get 300. Y'all know. Listen, I keep it real on my fucking channel. I don't give a fuck about y'all shit.
If y'all got to hit the like button, let's drop a 1 in the comments right now if you're enjoying the show.
Yeah,
shit, if y'all can't just drop a 1. Can I get a 1? Because then I want to know if y'all just hating or y'all actually like the show. Drop a 1 in the comment section right now so we know if y'all like the show. Because that's how we figure it out between the likes and the interaction. If y'all like the show, drop a 1, man.
All right, shout out to Marcus Love. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Khalid. God damn, so many of y'all. Oh, shit, the white man is holding my damn chat back. All right, hold on. Khalid, DJ Tripto. Thank you. My brother Turf out of KC King, Cold Over Jordan. Thank you, Big AKH. SB, Dorian, Ben the bartender, shout out to you. JPV, pretty sassy Libra. God damn, it's going so fast. Shit. Dark Stalker, hold on. If I missed you, Pedro the IT man. God damn, hold on. There's so many people. Wake the hell up. God damn, I can't. Okay. Kevin, Holy, I Am Black Man, Camera Talks, Memphis Hustlers, Joe C1. Okay, hold on. Wake the hell up. The XL2013D Felder, Freelance, pretty sassy Libra. Thank you, Young J. Carl's Opinion. Listen, there's too many y'all. Cyber Z, Camera Talk Real, El Mati, Mika B. I might time you out for no reason. Big Turtle. Shout out to you, C-Day McFadden, Nonstop, Dre 360, Dorian, Tim, Mr. Black Culture, JC, Pedro IT, Dr. Deacon Eric P, Smiley Breeze, 910. All right, all of you. Mansa Marshawn, Brandon Jones, Mr. Edmore, Thirsty Deals, Q, the Black Community. Shit. Aaron Channel, thank you. Harry High Def, bruh. I can't say your name. Harry High Def, come on, dog. D, Harry High Def D. All right, I'll see you, nigga. All right, let me Southwest Vibe. Thank you so much. Smiley Breeze 910. Shout out to so much. Let me ask you this, right? Let's talk about black men not having any money though, right? Because let me say this real quick, Ericka. That's not a concern that I see just with black women. I think that's a concern that we had even in this organization, which is growing as small, but negromanosphere.com. I remember I always tell the story. I reached out to Alan Roger Curry. Shout out to Pedro IT. So good I got a tip twice. Thank you, brother. I reached out to Alan Roger Curry. Alan Roger Curry, I asked him in November. He was the first person to reach out to write for my site. I said, do you think that we can get the support from black men to keep this site going? He says, honestly, I have no idea. In other words, in layman's terms, do you think that the market is there to make money? He really thought that it was probably not possible. Okay. So a lot of brothers don't think that brothers have money. And also black women feel that way. Now, we know that is not true. Obviously, you see it from, the shows that we have here, the market, the people that I've sent over to you that have done business with you. Brothers do have money. Brothers are serious. But why do you think that perception that a lot of black women feel like black men just don't have money and they don't have shit to offer?
So again, like there was a show you did, and I'm trying to think of the name of it, where they were like, oh, where can sisters find professional black men? And these are lies. These are genuine. I will call women out on this. This is a lie. When a woman wants to find a particular man, she finds him. You ever have that thing when you buy a car and then all of a sudden you see that car everywhere? Mm-hmm. Like, damn, everybody got this car. And when sisters are complaining about football players and basketball players, what they're saying, and Nagone and several people are right on this, they are obsessed with sports. They're obsessed with this tiny 1%. You know how many kids a year try to go for sports? And my nephew's a testament that he's 25. He's about to be at the cutoff part, right? Where he has to get picked up for this Olympic team. And what happens is men obsess about sports and then women obsess about sports. And so you have thousands of kids competing for these few jobs that open up every year. So you see these black women putting all their attention on these big, athletic, beautiful men. Now, let's be honest. They're beautiful. They're athletic. I get it. But you can find a ton of athletic brothers out here at the gym. Okay. And so what happens is we're not focusing the attention. Just like I was talking about it with Sub-Zero came on my channel. Black people act like, oh, I don't even know how to get a tech job. Your ass got a phone. You can find everything else. You can find every dirty video you want to find. You can find tech skills in a job, brother. Right, you can find it. Like, don't blame it on the white man or your school loans or your whatever. I know several black men who've bought services from me, and they've been like, yeah, man, I've been owing this $20,000 student loan debt for like 12 years. And I said, well, let's break this really down, brother. If you put $150 every month on this for the past 10 years, it would be gone. It'd be gone in 9 years. It wouldn't be gone in 10 years. Mm-hmm. But what people are coming up with is LR Movement just did a video talking about getting a pass. There's a lot of young people in our community, brothers and women included, getting a pass on life, getting a pass on poor choices. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the results of people. They kept getting a pass. Now they're in their 30s and 40s. Mm-hmm. No money, broke, but they look good. I mean, we've all seen the good-looking 40-year-old black man who is somewhat with big booty Lisa and all her kids. We've all seen that. Like, who is on your channel calls it the 40-year-old man problem? We've all seen that. Where some dude who was so good looking, but he never got any skills. I
Mm-hmm.
get so many brothers who call me, they'll be in their 40s saying, yo, I want to retire, and I'm doing security still, and I'm tired. I don't want to do this no more. And I'll see a picture of them, or I'll see their driver's license or some kind of identification I need to do their services. And
Mm-hmm.
it'll be a good, big looking, good looking 40-year-old black guy, muscular, nothing wrong with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he didn't focus on getting the skills. So if you're going to say black women are shallow and they're only going for basketball players or thugs, I don't believe you, because at some point it turns where a lot of these women are looking for people with resources. It just
Mm-hmm.
does. It just does. And a lot of times the women they're complaining about, and this is how I can tell, it can tell a lot about people. If somebody's still complaining about some girl they didn't get in high school and they 35 years old, bro, it's time to move the fuck on. It's really time to go on with your damn life. If you're 32 still complaining about the girl that didn't pay any attention when she was 18, or didn't pay attention when she was 21, and you 30, like you ain't met other hot women since then, like none.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like this is a life and a growth problem, right? We're in the community having a life and a growth problem. So if you on Facebook right now, there's a joke this black guy put up. He said, remember that girl that was hot in high school? Now she walking around looking like the lunch lady. I died, because you know what? I can agree with some of those brothers feeling like I was trying to chase you when you was hot, and now you looking like the lunch lady, and I ain't trying to hear it. And I can agree with that. But
Right.
guess what? You should be meeting other ladies. There's no reason why you still talking to Lisa from high school looking like the lunch lady. You should be out living a productive life, going on about your business.
Right.
The only reason we're hearing these stories, O'Shea, is because these men still live in their hometowns, and they still
Mm-hmm.
hanging out at the same bars, hanging out at the
Mm-hmm.
same clubs, talking to the same old dried up ass Big Booty Lisa. And they mad because Big Booty Lisa got 3 kids now. She wanted your attention. Well, brother, you should have been moved on with your attention and going somewhere else. Why are you even still talking to her? Why are you on Facebook trying to have a high school reunion? Get your ass on about your life. Like, come on, man. And listen, let's be honest. Some of these women know, and I'm getting men and women. Don't cuss me out. There's some women who know, and I will say this honestly. There's been people at my church say, "Won't you just push up on that guy over there?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be trying to trap a person because he's a nice guy or he's a quiet guy." But people be doing that shit. There be people out there who really are doing that, and my whole thing of it is like saying the stereotype that, well, all black men ain't got money. All the black men you interested in, booty, big booty Betty, don't got money. But there's plenty of black men out here who have money, who are
Right.
doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not focused over there? Your attention shouldn't even be over here on Wave Cap Jerome. Shouldn't even be over there. It shouldn't even be anywhere near there. And some of that is, if we can be honest, when I'm at the gym working out, and I'm in Austin, there's a lot of black ladies who are in shape. And I'll be seeing them walk out with their husband or walk out with their boyfriend. I'll be like, all right, that makes sense. If rule of thumb is, this guy was saying every time he goes out, only ugly women walk up to him. I said, well, brother, that means you ugly. Like, like people, water kind of seeks its own level. If you keep complaining that you don't like the results you're getting, what are you putting into that equation, right? And I hope that wasn't too long winded, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, if you are working out every day, you putting in good work, you live in a new city, you're on wherever dating app you want to be on, or you're going out speaking to new people, you'll get different results. Same thing. Glenn Cameron talks about this all the time. People don't want to commit to anything. Now, he's not just talking about relationships, and I've seen this now too. Now that I've been on YouTube about 5-6 years, there are several black men on Facebook right now who've been talking to me for 6 years saying, I should have started my YouTube channel like 6 years ago, brother. You still talking about this shit and you ain't started yet? Commit to something. And I'm not even talking about committing to women here. Really, I'm not. I'm taking the next level. Commit to something for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not even mad at the brothers who just all they do is gym all day. I'm not mad at you. You're committing to at least yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're committing at least to the gym. Commit to something that will, one, either bring you more money or bring you peace. Commit somewhere. And I think Man of Tomorrow and several people, they have a good point. They've worked hard. They've committed to something. They don't just want anybody walking through the door. And they're right. They don't have to have just anybody walking through the door. They have the choice. But the reason we're having all the problems we're having in our community is some of y'all out here saying you have a standard and then you don't commit to it. You out here sleeping with booger wolves and claiming that you ain't never did that in your whole life. Well, how'd you get this kid with this ugly lesbian looking woman? Oh man, it was one night, No, stop. Stop the lies. Stop the lies, brother. Sir, as
ABL.
ABL says, sir, stop the lies.
Right.
Like, let's commit to having excellence. If you want commitment of excellence in your community, it has to start with you. It starts with
Hmm.
yourself.
Hmm.
People love talking about group economics, but look, at the end of the day, you can't form no chain with weak links. You can't form
Hello.
chains with people who ain't trying to do something for themselves.
Hello.
Commit to your damn self.
Hello.
The reason I push so hard for Andre or any of these people, Oshay, any of these channels I'm on, is because these people are committing. They're committing. You'll have people come on YouTube for 2 months, go, man, I only got 100 views. I ain't doing this no more.
Right.
Man, get out of here, man. I've been doing this shit for 6 years. Like, you can't make 6 figures overnight.
Yeah. YouTube is hard. If you don't know, man, YouTube, especially
The
black
day,
YouTube,
okay, listen, we got algorithm issues.
hard.
Everybody who's from my channel, put Skynet in the comments. Anybody from my channel, if you're here tonight, you know what I'm talking about. Skynet is playing with us, right? So, at one point it got so dramatic that YouTube was like, oh shit, they mad with us. Hey, how about y'all? We're gonna throw this black YouTube party. And all of a sudden black YouTubers started going over there, and it was just a way to appease you. But I'm just saying, have respect for people who come on these channels and work hard. Especially a lot of these fitness people who out there with half their clothes off. I know everybody's mad about the thought apocalypse, in which I've been very clear that I think those women should pay taxes and keep it moving, invest that money and keep it moving. But they have the consistency to keep coming back and back and back.
Right.
And that's where see, look, my people know Skynet. They know Skynet. Look, they even know booger wolves. Booger wolves exist. Like, a lot of these people, let me tell you this story. I have a client. I love her to death. She's a wonderful client. She bought 3 rentals and she got married, but she didn't tell me she got married. And I was like, well, girl, what happened? Oh, girl, I married a trucker. I was like, well, where are your wedding pictures? I'm on her Facebook looking. I'm looking everywhere. And she sends me a picture, and it's a fat brother. He fat, whatever. And I want to say, how dare you? How dare you marry this fat guy and not be respectful enough to put his picture on your Facebook and on your Instagram? Shit, the man gave you the honor of marrying you. Respect the man by putting his picture up on the Facebook. Just one picture. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares he's fat. You're married. Edward, I saw Edward in the comments earlier. Edward, tell me if I'm telling the truth. In Raleigh, you see fat black people married all the time, don't you? Mm-hmm. Come on, Edward. You see fat women. I know it's a 30-second delay, but Edward, I saw him in the comments earlier. He see fat women in there, and somebody said the definition of femininity is cooperative. And I think, y'all can cuss me out. I think a lot of the gender war is over for a certain age group of women, because they have to be cooperative. They know they need to check themselves. They know, shit, these kids is expensive. Let me go get married. I'm seeing more and more white women all over Instagram with these babies, and all of a sudden they jumped up and married some other dude that ain't even the baby's father, because they know financially it's hard and it don't make good sense. Fastest way to poverty is being a single mother. Fastest way.
Yep.
And these men go, well, child support's for the child, Ericka. So where your child gonna fucking live? Like, let's stop this dumb shit. Like, where's your child gonna live? In a 1-bedroom with the mom sleeping on the floor? No, child support is for what would be the cost to be the boss to take care of that kid. So if I'm telling truth, put a 2 in the comments. At least let me know y'all alive out there. Put a 2 in the comments if I'm telling truth, or y'all at least enjoying the show. Put a 2 in the comments, because I know y'all want to cuss me out sometime.
Junk Pop video said the definition of femininity is African women. We're gonna have a Junk Pop. We're gonna have a good talk about
African?
that, brother.
Ethiopians, Somalians, which Africans? Because let's keep it 100. Dominicans don't think they black, so let's keep that 100.
Carl's opinion: if we could have 1,000 Erickas, we would have 10% annual GDP growth. Thank you, Jeremiah Giles. He not only donated in this show, but the other show as well. You got to keep your shoes on when you smash that dirty broad's crib so you can stomp the roaches. Oh my God.
Oh my God, y'all are ruthless.
Yeah. So shout out to all the people, man. Y'all are crazy. Do me a favor. Let's get 15 more. Enjoy the show, but disagree about the child support. Thank you, Brother Vernon. Can you do me a favor, all of you people? While you're give me 15 more likes, take us to 300. I really would appreciate for those of you who are watching right now, and if you would like to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and do that. Hit the bell. I don't know if you're a person that's never been on this channel before. Comment in the chat. Press 9. Okay, because I know sometimes YouTube will recommend people who've never been on the show before. So if you've never been here before, press 9. If this is your first ever show, press 9. Yeah, she is lit tonight. Somebody.
Hey, let's keep it 100 too. There are several white men watching this show and they don't comment, because I got some white dudes who bought products from me, my tax lien course, and I asked them where they came from. They said the Oshay channel. I said, what? And
You
there's two
know,
white guys who have black wives and watch the O'Shea channel. So I see y'all out here. I see y'all.
you know, and it's funny because Mika, there you go fucking around. Thank you, James, for it's your first show. Thank you, James. Good to turn to speak. Good to see you here. You know, it's funny because this content is I try to make it so niche specific. Alan Roger Curry goes to the 21 convention, which was in Orlando. It's the biggest male convention, our most prestigious one every year. And he was telling people about the negromanosphere.com, and almost everybody he spoke to was like, oh, I read negromanosphere.com every day. Wait, have you heard of Oshay Duke Jackson? What? I love Oshay Duke Jackson. I was shocked that those people, they knew who I was. So it just goes to show that a lot of white people, whether they participate or not, they watch this channel. They watch the Brother Pill. They watch the Sunday Rumbles. A lot of white people were very interested in black content. I didn't think that, but obviously that's the case because when people say shout out to Carl's opinion, that's like his 35th super chat of the night. I comment, yeah, they enjoy it, which is interesting. So fuck it, yeah. Michael Alexander, I just deposited $15,000 in winnings. Feels great. Okay, Michael, let's put Michael because he's bragging about all the money he got. Michael, put $2 in the super chat. Just how I like to call niggas out on their shit when they say I just deposited. All right, Michael, do me a favor. You've never donated $2 on this channel, so $15,000. Put $1 in the super chat. Let me wait. Don't wait. Hold on. It feels great. Put $1 in the super chat, Michael. Watch this. The nigga ain't gonna do it. Let's see. Mike, put 50 cents in the super chat. Should you deposit? See, niggas be trolling and shit to get attention. So $1, dog. I'm gonna see. You do that. Put $1 in the super chat. Since you got 15,000, that nigga gonna disappear. Yeah, hell no, you ain't gonna do it. Full of shit ass nigga. I'm driving to the bunny ranch. Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let me help you out because I don't want you to get into a car accident. So let me help you. Let me help you focus on the road real quick. Whoop! Time out. All right. Shout out to Dr. Deacon Eric P. I nominate Ericka Williams as Secretary of Commerce for President Oshay Duke Jackson in 2020. I think I always talk this shit with that fucked up ass afro. He got looking like Wes Unseld for the 1974 Washington Bullets. You 35% from the free throw line shooting ass nigga. Let me ask you.
I got a couple things in the comments section I saw.
Go ahead.
So there's somebody said something, and there's a powerful book that I think all black people need to buy, honestly. It's called Respect and Love. Oh God, I just forgot just now. Shit. Somebody in the comments, Dark Stalker Zero said, I don't need her to love me. I need her to respect me. And I would even say, Glenn and Cameron just spoke on this. He was saying, give her something to respect. Now, before you cuss me out and give me the bird, hear me out. If you are dealing with big booty betties, and they can be black, it don't matter, black, white, whoever, and they don't respect you, why are you continuing to go to that well? You teach people how to treat you. That's why when I'm talking to these clients about their mom and their sister acting a fool to them, you teach your family how to respond to you. There was a time where I did not come back to North Carolina for almost over a year. And my family's like, why are you being like that? I'm like, because you are disrespectful to me. And I will not tolerate your disrespect. Because they were like, oh, you're being selfish. Help your sister out. Babysit your sister's kids. No, baby. I didn't make those kids. I didn't lay down and have fun and have the party. She can watch her own kids. And when one time I was stunting for my cousins, I went to the ATM, took like $40 out and left the ATM receipt on the table while I was getting ready to eat dinner. And they were like, oh man, look at you, man. Look at you, right? I'm trying to get like you. I'm trying to get like you. But the problem is we're not training people how to treat us with respect. That's the problem. We're not training people how to treat us with respect. And a lot of people, what they don't understand is I've met women who've married men just off of respect. I've met several girls who married some of these military guys who are like, girl, he's got his stuff together. He's disciplined, yada, yada, yada. I know a girl right now who's 31. Her husband is 41. And everybody that was her age was like, girl, why are you marrying this old ass man? Why you marrying this old ass man? What's wrong with you, girl? He old. And she was like, I respect him because he's put in the work. Like he's putting in the work. And let's be really honest. A lot of people are so lazy in our society. Someone who consistently goes to the gym or consistently has a job or has something going for themselves is almost the counterculture now, right? It's almost unique to see people who are consistently, not just started at 35, need to get their life together 2 weeks ago, consistently been doing right. And somebody made a comment about 35 is over the hill. let's be really honest here. Let's have an honest moment. Half these black actresses you seeing on TV are 35 to 40. Okay? Black don't crack, and we all know that, right? Unless you get fat or do drugs. That's what they say. Black don't crack unless you get fat or do drugs. Secondly, when it comes to first time marriages, 9% divorce rates are for marriages from 28 to 32, first time marriages. In the black community, the average first time marriage for most women, I think it's like 76% of women, even though only 30% of women are married, first time marriage is between the ages of 31 to 35. So should all these people get married straight out of college or when they're young? Sure. But the marriage certificates that you're seeing at the courthouse are 31 to 35. And a bulk of the new marriages you're seeing are a man that's 58 to 62 married to a woman who's about to be 40. I've even had several clients where I'm like, oh, girl, congratulations, you just got married. Yeah, girl. And then I see the information. Your husband's 62? Shit. 20 years? Damn.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because people who have their stuff together, going somewhere in life, those people are still getting married to this day. Again, a lot of people want to marry somebody they respect. Nobody wants to marry somebody they do not respect. But Love and Respect is the book. If I'm saying it wrong, if anybody knows what book I'm talking about, that every church makes you try to read before you get married, put it in the comment section. It's like Love and Respect. And it says some very poignant things in there. There's one or two parts that are kind of funny because it's somewhat of a Christian book where it's like, always congratulate your man on the sexual performance or something, right? And it's like, never be negative. And as a teenager at church, you're dying. You're like, they let us read this book. It's dirty. But there's some truth to that. And I think more people would get married if they felt they were getting the respect they deserve, right? Because when I was growing up, if your uncle said something or your male cousin said something that was older or your dad said something, you shut up. And that was the end of it, right? It wasn't this back and forth that we see nowadays. Like if a man in the house of a certain age said something, you rode with it. Now, again, everybody says, Ericka, you have a unique history. Yes, I have a lot of male cousins. Yes, I have a lot of uncles. I have over 6 uncles who are all married. Yes, we have a lot of military people and police officers in our background. So yes, I'll take that thing. But look at Nick Taylor. You have several black men who are married and have kids and have come from intact homes. And, in their homes, I'm pretty sure Nick Taylor's kids won't going back and forth with him. Not in his house. Not today, Negro. Not today. Like, you create the tone. You can say what you want. Mom can do whatever she wants, but the father sets the tone. A lot of people say, what is the point of getting married? What is the point of having a husband and all this stuff? As they get older, your husband sets the tone of the house. There's several times I've heard preachers go, I had to get myself together before I walk back in the house because my wife been home with kids all day. And the attitude I brought in that afternoon changes the whole house. Because it's fact. Father sets the tone of the house. When you see a lot of these young black men out here being all emotional and acting a damn fool, you look for who's the dad at the house. Oh, they're not there. So the emotional level they know to go to is that of a what? Woman. So, I mean, that's just some of the things, but I know I went long-winded. Bring it.
No, it's definitely no issue.
I'm having a good time. I'm laughing. If you guys are having a good time, put a 3 in the comments because it's funny. And whenever y'all want me to get off, just let me know. I'm just having fun.
No, we can go for another few minutes. Guys, thank you so much for the support. It seems like I know it's like midnight in some places. So guys, do me a favor, get the likes up on the video. Michael. Oh, wait, Michael, wait, hold on. Let me time you out again because I don't want you. I know you're on the way to the bunny ranch with that 3,000. Let me help Michael. Let me help Michael fuck us on that road. Yeah, pick that afro out, nigga. All right. So guys, thank you so much. Let me go ahead and read the super chats here.
5 Love Languages is another book. That's the second book, but the other book is Love and Respect. If anybody can find that one, put it in there for me.
All right. The XL 2013. Take my collard green sandwich money, $2. Hey, brother, thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? That's a new person I see donating. I like I said, every little bit be helping, man. You guys have done so much for the show and the channel. Gerard Williams, $50. Thank you, brother. Woo, $50. Well, I could buy some midgets with that shit, nigga. Love your show, brother. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate you. Darkstalker Zero. He's $2 super chat. Great tonight. ATX is full of divorcees, and he is a thirst box lover. Let me just do this real quick. Have any of you seen the Thirst Box episode? Anybody seen the Thirst Box episode series? Okay. If you've seen the Thirst Box, let me take one of Ericka's things, right? Press 6. If you have seen the Thirst Box episode 17 is up right now. It's a new episode. I have a new episode. So if you've seen the Thirst Box, press 6. I would love to see you press 6. Okay. If you like it, what do you guys think about it? Let me know, right? Because Ericka, she likes it. She's
I'm gonna send him some of my chats, so y'all better stop cutting up on Instagram. I'm screenshotting you. I done
oh
sent him.
man.
There's like 10 screenshots I saved just for you. But look, I don't know. I know you got to go, but there's a couple funny ones.
You know, go ahead, go
High
ahead.
Def 30 went. Men's sexual value goes up when they're turned 30. Women's goes down. Listen, y'all stop living these white people terms, okay? Let's be really honest. If you a black man over 30, if you got your shit together, you got your money going. Yes, your value goes up, but some of y'all need to take what Aaron, what's his name? Mode
Eric,
one, Mode
Alan Roger Curry.
some of y'all ain't got no talk. Y'all ain't got no talk game. Y'all don't know shit. All you know is ESPN. You don't know. You don't have no conversation. So your sexual value didn't really go up, especially if you got to hit that blue pill. It didn't go up. You got to hit the blue pill and you ain't got no money. Come on now. Let's be honest here. Another one. Thank you, Ben the bartender. Love and respect. The love she most desires. The respect he desperately desperately needs. And I think honestly, if you look at a lot of people's parents' marriage, by the time you saw your parents married for all these years, they knew what time it was, right? So when people sit here and say, I want a marriage like my parents, dude, your parents been married for 20, 30 years. You haven't seen all the years when your dad was young and acting a damn fool, and your mom just kept giving him respect. Marriage is alive and well, Junk Pal video. You're very truthful because here's the thing. Top 20% in America, when it comes to income, they still get married. Hold on, let me see another one. Somebody else said something here I thought was hilarious. Hold on. This dude said he's 42, and I don't even look at a female who's over 30. The funny thing is, women who are taking care of themselves and eating right, they don't look over 30. Anyways, keep it moving. Let's stay white. Let's be honest. Angela Basket equals vintage wine. That's true. There was another one I saw somebody did a really good one. I got to find it. Okay, men marry a woman half your age plus 7. Now, a lot of men love trying to say this theory. You're a 40-year-old man and she's 27. Let's keep it real 100. Let's all keep it 100. We've all been 20 to 25 years old in college. Now, when you saw somebody 30, 35, you thought they was old as hell. So these men out here like, she's going to respect me. I'm 40 and she's 27. Sir, you getting anybody under 25, even if they play the age rule, 90% of the time that girl is either 1, got daddy issues, 2, is looking for a security check, which hey, she got to do what she got to do, and 3, ain't going to work out like you think it is. Because you're going to need a lot more energy than you think the younger they go. Khalil said, why do people think 30 and 40s is old? That's my whole point, Khalil. A lot of people are short-sighted. They're thinking, after 25, it's just over the hill. They're dead. Thank you again, Carl's opinion. He also put the book in there. Junk Pal video said, I married at 36. My wife was 24. Junk Pal put a GPS on her car. Anyway, I love that dude. He's very nice.
He's a very nice guy.
Dark Stalker Zero, ATX is full of divorcees. ATX is full of California people who moved there. So I will say that.
ATX is Austin, Texas, right?
Austin, Texas. Oshay need to come out during South by Southwest because it's crazy. There was somebody else, but I can't find it. But thank you everybody who super chatted. Thank you everybody who let me come on tonight. I just was cutting up tonight. I thought it was funny.
Oh man, I never seen Ericka like this. Listen, now I want you guys to do this, right? Subscribe to Ericka. Ericka has a very good channel. Her link is the Classy Climb blog. It's there to get to all of her services, products, and stuff like this. And I really want to thank, because here's the thing, right? Ericka's content and my content works hand in hand. I do all of the kind of like the nigga kind of content. Shout out to my boy Mulano, the travel boy. I do the nigga content, which is a little bit more balanced, right? And it comes from all types of black YouTube, and it gets the subscribers and new people to always watch the Third Box, right? Then, that's my boy, man. Why y'all delete my boy? I hate Carolina Panthers. How the hell you talking about for that?
It's just a hat, y'all. I'm just wearing it for the night, yo. Listen, when I'm in North Carolina, I can't wear Baltimore Ravens stuff. They'll slap me.
Yo, man, he timed him out because he said he hate the Carolina Panthers. God damn. Yo, that wasn't me, Milano, man. You know you're my boy, man. But, Marcus Love, goddamn. So, and then what happens is, because her channel is very specific, and then what I do is when I get people, then I introduce her every month to my new subscribers. Boom. She comes and brings good content. We collaborate like that. People go and get her services. They love her. She gets new fan bases. That's how we work, and that's black people working together. I put up the content, some of the spicy shit. I grab people. What's up, Booker out front of me? Good to see you, my brother. And then I bring in Ericka, I bring in Glendon, and they come and they get them. They come back next month, and it just works like that. And it's African Americans helping one another, and that's what I like about Ericka. And then she also participates in other content that's not necessarily always so business focused, that helps her broaden her perspective and her channel. Her channel is really good. So that's how we work. You know,
I try to keep it real. Yeah.
I basically, Ericka is like what's the light skinned dude that used to be on the Clippers? He used to do all the dunking. I'm like Chris Paul, right? And you know what I'm talking about. What was the dude's name? He on the Pistons now.
Oh, I know you're talking about. I went and saw him. Oh gosh.
What's his nigga's name?
That white one with 2 babies.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes. He was simped. What's his name? What's the guy's name I'm talking about?
With the red hair, y'all. Come on, help us out. Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin. Okay. So what I do, right? I set up, I do my nigga shit content, and then basically what I do is I bring all the specialists over here. You know, Ericka, you know, I just put up there, she go there, and she be dunking on niggas. You know what I mean? So that's how I like it. And Ericka, love you. Hopefully you come on the Rumble tomorrow, right? Because you know the topic of the Rumble tomorrow is either are black people afraid of white people, and do black America needs a dictatorship?
Man, you know, you already know black people afraid of white people. I mean, let's keep it 100. We know that's true.
That's what I'm gonna use tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna use tomorrow.
See, I mean, literally, again, I tell y'all, when it comes to me talking about starting businesses, black people rather rob me and beat me over my head than have to come work with me. F you, Ericka, you ain't that smart. You ain't that great. I'd be like, well, shit, I took all these exams in school to prove I was smart. What's wrong? Like, look, at the end of the day, here's what I just trying to bring it. This is the best number I can give y'all, because I know we're gonna wrap this up. Mm-hmm. If you're a man or a woman, if you're a man, because it's a man show, and you're saying, Ericka, I need to make $100,000 a year, and most people are working a job, it's gonna make them about $4,000 a month. To get $100,000 a year, you need $8,000 a month. Okay. Just think about it like this: you already at $4,000, you just need another $4,000. What can you do to get you that other $4,000? And on my show, I talk about stocks, I talk about tech jobs, I have Sub-Zero on, I talk about Amazon FBA, only in the context of I meet a lot of black men who are doing eBay and putting stuff in the mail and selling stuff, wholesaling, all that stuff, mostly real estate focused. But the problem is, if African Americans can just get the income up, you get a lot of the problems we're facing in our community are money related. I don't care what people say. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are calling me saying, yeah, I give my mom $300 every month. It's really hurting me. And I'm like, what's her rent? They'd be like, oh, $600. You're like, damn, mama need to get a job, bro. Like, and a lot of times I think it's, if we could just get a little bit more money up and a little bit better money management, mm-hmm. the world of difference. You know, we always trying to get that Dodge Charger and then call and complain, Ericka, my credit bad. Well, shit, you shouldn't have got that Dodge Charger.
Yeah, you know? That's real.
I'm just coming on here to cut up tonight, but thank you guys. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. And thank you all the men who knew the book. Please, I mean, I'm not knocking. I want y'all to read that book, because here's my true thought. Like, Edward talked about a lot about cooperative women. There are a lot of women who are like very cooperative, right? But she may not be out there with booty shorts on in December. You know what I mean? Like, she just may not be. And, you know, people don't want to hear that. And that's fine. But, you know, come on now.
No, I agree. And guys, thank you so much. A lot of people subscribe. Now, hopefully, let me see this real quick. I don't know how many subscribers are Ericka, but if you guys subscribe to Ericka tonight, press 7. Okay, I want to see how many people got subscribed to Ericka, because I would like to let her leave here with some new subs. You know, like, so she has a very specific channel, but I want people to go support what she's doing, because she has a great YouTube channel. Okay, she has 28 subscribers a day. So I think that we got some new people over there. Ericka is awesome. I think we just got somebody. Maybe we have some new people that super chat and I missed.
Somebody just super chat $50. Who that?
Just now? Oh, that was Gerard. Vernon, you don't go anywhere, Ericka. We're having a good time. Wayman Brown, the interval was pleasurable late night listen. I got to get my brother Wayman back in. Freelance, black families just need to stop pocket watching. Oh, Freelance, if you come and do that show with me, I'm pretty sure that would be excellent. I would love to get Freelance on the. So guys, subscribe to Ericka Williams' YouTube channel right there. Go check out her the Classy Climb blog. It's in the description to get to all her stuff. Ericka, anything else you want to say to the people today?
Y'all have let me come on and act a fool tonight. I appreciate every minute of it. I love it if we can be real, right? As long as listen, hey, they love Big Booty Betty and we love gray sweatpants in the winter. So look, as long as we making good decisions, that's all that matters. All right. But thank you guys for letting me come on. I appreciate it.
Okay, and guys, thanks so much. I really appreciate you, all of you. And this brother RBR Network, he is an interesting dude, man. I got a brother. Before this year is out, I'm gonna get your crazy ass on one of these shows because I think you're gonna give a hell of a show because I think you got some interesting opinions, my brother. So thank you so much. Thanks to everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again, Ericka. Hell of a show. Peace.